Good morning, everyone. I'm humbled to be here with you to talk to you a little bit about what I think about leaving a legacy here at McClure, and just wanted to tell you a little bit about the history of the McClure legacy in my life. I was looking online to see exactly what they said about leaving a legacy, and this is what I found. The idea of leaving a legacy is the need to be remembered for what you have contributed to the world. And it made me think about two young ladies who moved here some 98 years ago when they were little girls to the Mars Hill community to live on the McClure farm as sisters for the rest of their life. Both ladies spent more than 40 years teaching in Cobb County and changing generations of families through their education, their love, their compassion, and their humility. And I had the wonderful opportunity of being in Miss Fannie B. McClure's classroom in the first grade, 1979, somewhere around her 39th or 40th year. And she was the most humble person that I've probably ever known. And she changed my life with her love and her compassion and pushing me to dream big and to live up to those dreams that I had for myself. And I left the first grade knowing that I would always be a teacher because of Miss Fannie B. She was so humble that actually this definition of wanting to be remembered for her legacy, I promise you, was something that she didn't have in mind. You walk in our front door and you see Miss Charlotte's picture, her beloved sister, and Miss Fannie B's signature as she signed the first charter, and I can hear her telling the county, make sure you name it after my sister Charlotte, who I love so much. Don't give me any credit that Charlotte was the best thing that ever happened to her. And the McClure sisters changed thousands of lives. And what I want to tell you today, friends, is that I want to be a part of a team who continually ask kids to dream big. We teach them to love each other. We teach them to have compassion. We can teach them to work hard. The teammates will change. We have a lot of new teammates that we're so glad to have now sitting in front of us watching this video. And we welcome you to the team. But that we see no individual way that we stand above the McClure legacy, but that we as a team continue to push the kids to dream big. And that's how I think the McClure legacy will grow forever. Thank you.
McClure impacted me in a very positive and uplifting manner. I loved every year of middle school. The environment was extremely friendly. I was greeted on the way to school almost every morning. I was also very safe at McClure, so I knew if anything ever happened on campus that I would be cared for. The teachers and staff were also excellent. They were very easy to talk to, so if I had any problems, I could come to them. They were also skilled and had a very teaching approach, which means that if I didn't understand the first time they taught it to me, that I knew that I still had one or two other options so I could learn it. Also, the curriculum was just great. I learned a lot. They encouraged independence, and they prepared me for high school. They taught beyond what was just going to be on the test. They made sure that I was ready for whatever test, quiz, or project was thrown my way. I know that McClure's legacy will last.
About the legacy of McClure as a school, I think about the things our teachers and staff instill in our students, not only teaching academics, but responsibility and respect for others and themselves. When our students leave here, they are prepared and ready to take on any challenge that they face. They move forward with a strong sense of confidence that they can accomplish anything. As a parent of a current and former student at McClure, I personally seen a change in my children, and I couldn't be more appreciative of the legacy that has been passed on to them.
Hello, my favorite McClure family. I'm so excited to do this video for you all. When Kelly told me what this was about and had asked if I would send a little blurb in, I was like, absolutely, because you know me, I always love to talk, and I love to tell you all how much you have made a difference in our family's life. I have said often that I'm going to write a book one day on You Too Can Survive Middle School, because as a parent, you're just made to feel so scared about what middle school is all about. And I just have to say that it was one of the most positive experiences of the Godey family life. for both of my kids, and didn't come without its ups and its downs, but for the most part I think that we came out better for it. And when I think about what your legacy will be, I think for our family, it kind of boils down to one thing, and it's just influence. And when I think about the influence that this school has had on my kids' lives academically, and that is from an on-level and an accelerated perspective. We walked both of those lines, and I can't say enough about all the teachers that we had. I had two kids who learned incredibly differently and have two different, very, very different personalities. And again, just they found their people, and they knew that when they woke up and went to school in the morning, they had teachers that were their people and were for them. And so I just want you all to know that as Ryland and Addie grow and they begin to give back to the community, you guys are going to have had a lot to do with that. So never doubt the power of what you're doing. You may not see the harvest, but you are planting seeds, and when you plant seeds, you leave legacy. The only question you have to ask yourself is, what kind of seeds are you going to plant? Because if you plant really great seeds, you're going to have a great harvest. If you don't plant great seeds, you're not going to have great harvest. And you know the Goaties, we're all about influence and legacy and leadership and all those other things. So just want you all to know that you have had a huge impact on kids. Lots and lots of kids. You've taught them leadership. You've taught them how to succeed. You've taught them how it's okay to fail. You've taught them how to face adversity. You've taught them how to celebrate successes. And so to you guys, I just say, man, we miss you. We love you. You will always go down as being some of the best 4 years of our family life, our educational life. And we are still for you. Hope you guys have a fantastic year.
Oh, hey,
hey
guys,
there.
welcome back. I'm Lynn Mullen,
And I'm Scott Kay.
and we're here to talk to you today about what makes McClure such a special place to work.
That's right. Kelly asked us to make a brief video about what we thought McClure's legacy would be.
And we came up with the word passion. I had a good friend tell me one time that she would rather hire somebody that doesn't know how to teach that has passion versus somebody that does know how to teach but does not have passion, because you can always teach someone how to teach, but you can't instill passion in somebody that doesn't have it. And I think that's one thing that we've seen consistently throughout the years are teachers with passion. I've seen teachers dress up in lab coats. I've seen teachers dress up in wacky Halloween costumes. I see teachers go the extra mile to try to engage their kids.
That's right. You see the passion of the connections teachers, you know, the drum line outside as you drive up sometimes, or the chorus singing, or the orchestra playing under the stairway. The passion of the PE teachers as they're getting involved in the games in the gym and on the field.
And then the support staff. I mean, the people in the office, the custodians, even the administrators that sit in the cafeteria for over an hour or two, so the teachers can have a break and eat in peace every now and then. From one side of the building to the other, we see passion.
That's true. And so our legacy at McClure is our passion. And each of us are contributing to that in our own small and unique way. But as a whole, we're having a huge impact on students here and on the community at large as well.
I totally agree with that. We did it.
That's it.
Legacy. What a great word, and I'm so glad that that's your word and theme for this year at McClure. When we think about legacy, sometimes we think about the legacy that was left to us. I know in my case, my mother was a teacher. I became a teacher. My daughter's a teacher. So sometimes we have a legacy or a lineage that we look back on and are grateful for. But life's not about what we were given. It's about what we are giving. And so at McClure, you have the opportunity to impact and leave a legacy to the students that you touch. So then it becomes, what type of legacy do you want to leave? When you think about that, you want to leave people with good thoughts, good memories. What is it they remember? I actually have run into, this summer, at least 5 former McClure students. One ready to go into the military, one home on college break, one trying to figure out what they want to do with their lives. But every student that I ran into said, you know, I loved middle school. It was great. My teachers were great. They really cared about me. They made learning fun. And so I really want to encourage you to, as times get tough and things get crazy, think about the impact that you have and the legacy that you are leaving. One of my very favorite songs is called Legacy by Nicole Nordeman, but it talks about how will they remember me? What will they think of when they remember me? Did I love? Did I point to things above? What kind of things did I lead them toward? And so I think as you look at this year, like I said, know that you're leaving a legacy. I was reading some notes that students had written to me actually when I retired. And as I was reading those notes, it really made me think about what's important. They didn't remember so much what we taught or what, even though that's all important, but they always remember how they were treated, what you thought about them, how you encouraged them, how you inspired them. So I would encourage you as you start the school year, go back to those roots, those ground level roots that we started on. How can you be encouraging to everybody in the school, not only the students, but the other teachers and the parents? How can you show enthusiasm for your subject? When we polled students before they ever came to McClure, they said, please hire teachers that act like they love what they're doing, that they care about what they're teaching us. Do everything you can with excellence. That's not perfection, but it's doing everything the best that you can do. And then when it doesn't work, look for ways to fix that. And then ingenuity, trying to reach every student, because every student deserves to be reached, or at least attempted. Don't give up on me. So what kind of legacy are you going to leave this year? What's important to you? What is it you want to transfer to the hearts and minds of your students? Because how will they remember you? Did you love them? Even when you didn't like them, did you find a way to teach them? So let me encourage you. Have a great year, McClure. Leave a great legacy.